What's good, YouTube? We are back. Another episode, another video, OEM&x YouTube channel, and today we are between two Porsches yet again. This time we're between the 997 and the 992. And just, pretty much the topic of today's video, we're going to talk about kind of keeping in the theme of the detailing over the last few weeks. My Monday videos are always going to be regarding detailing. So we're going to talk about some myths in regards to detailing and, kind of some maybe common misconceptions, things of that nature. So kind of had some fun with it. It's raining outside. It's crappy weather. Got some tea. And, just wanted to, give you guys some content for today. So common myths in regards to detailing. Where do we begin? I guess we should start with the notion that using a lot of product will result into a better cleaning outcome when it comes to cleaning your car. So let's say, for example, you have all-purpose cleaner and you're like, well, this spot is really dirty. So instead of using the standard 7-to-1 ratio or something like that, or 10-to-1 ratio, I'm gonna go 4-to-1 or 2-to-1 ratio with all-purpose cleaner and water. Yes, that might help with very soiled spots like tires, things of that nature, but you can't use that same rationale like on the interior of your car because those surfaces are a little bit different and you could actually cause more harm than good. And then also on the back end of that, you just want to, you'll go through your products so fast. So then you'll be spending more money, getting refills, getting gallon refills and stuff like that. So the thing I like about the DIY detail product line is that, the dilutions are pretty much standard across the board. So for your all clean, you're not using, a 2-to-1 ratio. You're probably not even using a 10-to-1 ratio. Probably gonna be even more than that as far as like a lighter dilution. So you get a 16-ounce bottle and you can use that for a while. I still have some and it's working great. So that's one common misconception. So just, be wary of, what kind of products you're using. And it's always best to start low and then see what that does and then add to it versus starting, doubling up, going heavy handed, and then now you have to dial it back or you've, used too much dilution. Another example. So I have a lot of polished wheels on my cars. I can't use heavy dilutions on those because they will, they'll make the polished lip like hazy or spotty. And then I have to repolish it with, metal polish and then, coat it to, kind of lock in that shine again. So I always start less and then I'll add to, later. I'll add to it later if need be. So that's one common misconception and one myth. Next myth, I would say, this is all my personal opinion, is that anybody can be a detailer. It's not something where it's some, thing that's bestowed upon you from the gods or you got to go through some crazy schooling or anything like that. The main thing that separates a car wash from a detail is time and tools and techniques. I should say there's three things: time, tools, and techniques. So whereas you might have a standard car wash takes, maybe a few minutes, you're just washing it, you're filling up your bucket with soap and water, you're rinsing it off, and then you're washing your car, and then you're rinsing it off, and then you dry it, and then that's it. Like, that's a simple wash. Then you might have, when you start going into the detail process, you start using different tools, you spend a little bit more time, and you have different techniques. So your techniques might be, washing from top to bottom. Your tools might be a wash mitt, 2-bucket system. And also your techniques might be foam washes, pre-rinses, things of that nature. And then the time. So those things take a little bit more time because you're taking extra steps to get a better cleaning experience without introducing scratches and things of that nature to your paint. So it's not something where, like, I don't consider myself a professional by any means, but I am a detailer. I do take my time. I use certain techniques, and I use certain tools to make washes a little bit more easier, better, and more efficient, and they just kind of go a long way for my vehicle. So you can feel free to check out, the videos that I've done, and just across YouTube in general, to get different, techniques and tools and things of that nature to make so that you can go from, being a car wash guy to a detailer. So that was another myth, is that anybody can become a detailer. It's not something that is that bespoke or difficult. It's just, getting the research, doing the research, and practicing and learning and growing. And next thing you know, boom, you're a detailer yourself. I've seen them from kids all the way up to, older men and women. So, yeah. Next myth. I would say that just because it costs more doesn't mean it's going to work better. I fell victim to that idea early on in my detailing process, thinking that, certain chemicals, because maybe a certain YouTuber or a certain, vlog or blog use them, that, or even if they came in like a small, bespoke, cool looking bottle, that I was like, wow, that's the one you need. Sometimes, just like anything, sometimes you end up just paying for the brand, and they might not give you that same result as some of the other ones. So just because something is, more expensive and has nice packaging, or even is a smaller bottle per price per ounce is higher, doesn't mean it's gonna work better. So do your research, plan, look at reviews. There's so many resources online now to where people do these detailed, comparisons and reviews and stuff like that. Say you just save a lot of money just doing some research on the back end, to where you can see that, companies like the DIY Detail, who, offer products at a very affordable price, you can achieve the same, if not better, results than some of the other products out there on the market, all by just, doing some research. So that's another myth, and I hope hopefully that helps as well. Let's see, I think I got another one in the tank. Last myth. It's okay to ceramic coat your car without it being completely perfect. It does not have to be perfect. When I did my 997, I polished it to the best of my abilities. I got as many imperfections out as I wanted to spend time to get out, and I ceramic coated it, 2 coats, and locked in that perfection, or locked in that level of perfection that I had. It looks great. Of course, if you get close and you have all the different lights and all of that stuff, yeah, you will see some small, scratches and nicks and things of that nature. But it's completely fine, where, for me, and the common eye won't see. So yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. I know there's a lot of great videos and resources and things of that nature where, they do the tape test, and you got, one side looks one way, and then you got the other side is like, mirror, perfect and crystal clear. But even those, what's on camera and what the naked eye could see is still totally different, because, on film and color grading and all of that stuff, you can actually, make it look very, very seamless and mirrorless or perfect. And what it might be in real life might not be as perfect. So try not to go down those deep rabbit holes. You spend, all your time and multiple hours on one panel to the point where you don't even have clear coat anymore, trying to, chase that rabbit. But it's completely fine to coat your car, even though it's not, the perfect, most pristine finish. The coating, a lot of the coating, especially the ones that DIY Detail offers, they do kind of fill in some of those imperfections as well, and then you just won't be able to tell. Long story short, so that's the final myth. As I sit here in my Targa that I wish I could drive, but it's raining. And that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of this unique, different style video that I wanted to do and kind of talk about some common myths and misconceptions in the detailing space. Hope you guys have learned something. Hope you guys got some value. And I will see you guys in the next one. Keep being great. Peace.